Alright, we'll be going live in a bit. Just gonna be setting up some stuff here. And yeah, after that, I'll be opening up the brackets. Well, the brackets, I mean, the poll, which is part of the brackets. You know what I mean? Alright. I'm just gonna double check all these windows are flowing just well. It seems like everything is in tip-top shape. Alright. Going back to that window. And excuse me. And just before we start, I want to give a special thanks to all my patrons. My fellow dorks, I want to thank North Grizz, Andrew Corona, Nick Tanner, and Taipei Roth. And for my exclusive dorks, I want to give a very, very special thanks to them, which includes Fire Knight 2008. Thank you to all my patrons and for helping me get the time to do this and just, yeah, helping to support my endeavors. So we'll go live in 2 minutes. I'm just gonna quickly run and get something. But yeah, I should be ready in a bit. Be right back. Hey everybody, my voice is now working. The 6-minute mark is when the video actually started. So technical difficulties happened from 3 to 6 minutes, so thank you so much for catching that. Luckily you didn't miss too much of what I was saying. But if you didn't hear me, hi, I'm Dirk the Red Panda, and this is the Elite 8 for March Madness, Best Girl Edition. So as I was saying before, I'll just repeat myself because nobody knew what I was saying before. And thanks for telling me I was muted. I just forgot to unmute myself, but yeah, basically, this is the inaugural year of our Best Girl bracket, the Best Boy bracket. This is going to be its 2nd year. So, with the Best Girl bracket being in its inaugural year, it's a bit smaller, so we are getting through the rounds a bit quicker, there's fewer rounds, and so we're already in the Elite 8 for our Best Girls. And so I will open up the poll in 2 minutes now. It will be opening up at 3:45 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. So Daylight Savings started yesterday, I think. So I've been just, trying to figure out that chaos. Still feeling tired from it all. But yeah, then the polls will end 3 days later at the same time. So this will be the final round for the Best Girls before we have 4-day polls. And what I was explaining beforehand was that basically for both brackets, Best Boy and Best Girl, the final 4 and the final matches will have 4 days to vote. And all the rounds beforehand, like first round, second round, blah, 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 up to the Elite 8, only have 3 days. Just so we can get some extra hype around the final rounds. But don't worry if you weren't able to vote for this one. The polls will actually be opening in less than a minute. Oh, less than a minute? I mean right now. It is 3:45 p.m. and the polls have been opened. So, just a reminder, the poll link is in the description, and I have to always expand my Streamlabs box here so I can copy it properly and paste it into the chat box here. It is in the description also if you miss it in the chat box for some reason. So feel free to go crazy and vote. I'll be doing so myself after this stream. I already voted for the Best Boy one, which I opened up yesterday, because that one is still in the round of 64, but going back to our Best Girls, we have 4 matches for this round. We are getting to the nitty-gritty of it. This is to get into the Final 4, and for a chance to hit the podium. Basically, the winners of this round will go into our Final 4, and whoever loses the Final 4 will be in a 3rd place matchup, so still has a chance to medal, and the winners of the Final 4 match will be in the championship to become Best Girl of 2021. So yeah, it's quite an honor to be in the top 8 for all these candidates, so I gotta congratulate all of them. They are in the thumbnail. Every single one of them is in the thumbnail this time. No like 4 of them only or something like that, like I did for the Best Boy. We are only down to 8, so we are gonna highlight them all. So we are previewing the match now, and I forgot to edit a minute ago that at 9 minutes, we are previewing the matches. So, we are a minute in to explain the matches, and our first matchup is our 1 versus 8 seed, Saya from Tennis Ace versus Artemai from Temptations Ballad. Artemai is our warrior type, like, I still have not played Temptations Ballad, and maybe I could always find some time to do it in my spare time, but from my anecdotes of what I've heard, Artemai is kind of the warrior fighting type, trying to fight for, I guess, just, fighting for the common good in a sense. I do not know the exact motives, but they are all in good intentions. The world itself of Temptations Bound is kind of a D&D-esque type of thing, so if you kind of get that type of vibe, you'll kind of get Artemy's type of vibe. She is quite the brave one, and will just stand for what she wants. Uh-oh, a commercial has appeared, and I apologize for these commercials. But, yes, that is Artemy. She is on the right-hand side here, if you can check that out. But on the left-hand side, our number 1 seed overall, it is Saya from Tennis Ace. She is the Tennis Ace in her own right, but she is not the main character. She is a close friend to the main character and is the captain of his tennis club. So they both are on it. The main character is the vice president of the club. But yeah, Saya is quite the intelligent young lady. She is academic in the honors roll. She is gonna go pro in tennis once she graduates. She is one of the highest ranked in the country. She's got it all. So while Artemy is more of a physical combat and trained in that, Saya is more trained in the athletics realm. But the winner of Saya and Artemy will face off the winner of this match. In the number 4 slot, from Echo, one of our main cast female members who is close friends with our main cast members and is in the psychological field of study and has left the town of Echo to do so, so coming back is kind of a flash from the past to her and not one of pleasant memories. It is Jenna, and she will be facing off against the extracurricular activities woman of care, the woman who is our shelter guardian in a sense. She is quite caring in many ways, great at cooking, just great at just overall advice and help to the MC. It is Maria. So Jenna and Maria will be facing the winner of Saya and Artemy in the final 4. So that's the first half of the Elite 8. And now we go to the latter 2 matches of the bracket. In the left corner, from far beyond the world, the shaman to be, training oh so hard, even though the world is against her in a sense, at least her tribe is, in terms of thinking she is too young, but don't let the age fool you. She is quite intelligent in her own regard and is quite brave. It is Verissa, and she will be going off against one of the repeat characters. I think they are in the main cast. Once again, I have not played Repeat either. I am so sorry to Shirokoi that I have not played your novels. I hear great things about them, but never got around to them. But nonetheless, a well-acclaimed character if they are in the 6th seed. It is Ginny. I also heard that she potentially has a tough backstory, so that's just from, I think, one of the commenters on my previous streams mentioned that, so cannot confirm myself, but that is an anecdote from what I've heard. Now we go down to the last match of the Elite 8, and the winner of this match will face off Verissa or Ginny. In the number 2 slot overall, from Adastra/Chemia, the Adastran advisor, one of the great political figures in a sense, even though she is quite underrated by her peers, unfortunately. It's such a shame though, because she is quite a well-informed person and just is one to really stand for intergalactic rights. It is Virginia, and she will be facing off against the Smoke Room hostess. She is part of Madame Dora's company, we can say, but is also a part of the tavern there too that is connected with it. She is quite the logical head to our MC, so she is somewhat of an advisor in that sense that she is the voice of reason. It is Cynthia! So Virginia versus Cynthia, and the winner will face Verissa versus Ginny in the Final Four. So those are our 4 matchups, and we can see here that we have 5 responses so far, and that these are our 4 young ladies. And yes, the poll is in the description and in the chat box earlier on, so feel free to vote on those when you get the chance, but I do not have much else to say about this because there are only 4 matches, and I'll be making the thumbnail art, or at least the promo art for each of the matchups after this video, which I really need to catch up on because I need to still post the Best Boy ones. They are made, they have been made for a while, it's just getting around to posting them. So, oh hey Fire Knight, great to see you here. But, yes, Sai and Artemai, definitely gonna be a hard choice. Like, if I knew more about Artemai, I would really feel that. Even without knowing much about Artemai, I feel like that's just still a tough choice. Like, she seems very likable. Yeah. So, yes, we do have some tough choices here. And I will let y'all decide on who moves on to the Final Four. I'll be voting myself, but I am only one person, and each person only gets 1 submission, so no issues with dual voting by accident. But yes, we will be seeing who makes it to the Final Four in 3 days from now, on Thursday, approximately the same time, Pacific Daylight Time. So yes, that is all I have to say for now, and I apologize for the music credit. That was left up from the previous stream. Adrian Von Ziegler was for my Twitch D&D campaign thing, which just uploaded to my channel today. But yeah, no, this is just royalty-free chill hop, and I have a link for it in the description, just so you don't get confused. So mercy me on that. Anyway, I'll see y'all back here in 3 days. And thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care, guys.